power of his presence. That's my topic. I want to just give two references. The first one is Habakkuk 3, verse 3 to 4. And the other one is Isaiah 64. Whatever you need, the power you need for you to have anything you are looking for is in his presence. His presence is what brings the power. Don't look for power. Look for his presence. If his presence is around, his power will be around. Many are looking for the power. No, you are making a mistake. You will get satanic power. You don't pursue power. Pursue his presence. If his presence is around, his power comes. Look at what it says in verse 3 and 4.
Habakkuk 3:3. God came.
God came. Hold on. God came. That's the important thing. God came. So invariably, you don't really look for the man of God. No, the man of God doesn't have power. It is the God of the man that has power. If the God of the man is around you, will get anything you are looking for. So your own is to do anything that can make the God of the man to be around. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? God came. Look at the last phrase of verse 4.
And there was the hiding of his power.
That is where God kept his power. His arrival, his presence is where he kept his power. So if you want to experience the power of God, make him to come. And there are some few things you see. An example of what happens when he arrives. When God comes. Read again from verse 3. When God arrives.
God came from Teman,
Uh-huh.
and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah.
So I said, think about it. When God arrives, just think about it.
His glory covered the heavens.
Number one, glory. When he arrives, glory arrives. Somebody say glory.
Glory.
Now look at the first thing that arrives when God arrives. Glory arrives. And glory is from a Greek word called doxa. D-O-X-A. When God comes, what happens? Glory comes. We don't look for glory. No. We look for God. If God arrives, automatically glory must come. And what's the meaning of glory? It's from a Greek word, D-O-X-A, doxa. It means all that God is and all that God has arrives. When God arrives, divinity does not work in isolation. Royalty does not work in isolation. They work in entourage. And the entourage of God is host. That's why they call him the King and the Lord. Doesn't go ordinarily. Host, follow him. So if he arrives, angel must follow you. Don't pursue angel, pursue God. Glory can be operationally described in three ways. One, it means power. It means when God arrives, power for the supernatural will be available for you. In the book of John, chapter 2, around verse 11, look at what Jesus said, or what was said about Jesus.
This beginning of miracles.
Of course, you know the miracle that Jesus turned water to wine. He turned water to wine. Only divinity can do that. Ordinarily, it's not doable. Only God can do it. And God said, this
beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory.
And that's how he manifested his glory. Glory therefore means power for miracles. If you want power for miracles, begin to do things that will make God to always stay around you. Is somebody hear what I'm saying now? Now, the second thing that makes that you can use to define glory is wealth, prosperity. If God is always with you, you can't be poor. He will give you ideas, suggestions that you use to make money. He doesn't throw money from heaven, but he will suggest to your mind, he will suggest to your heart what to do, where to go, that money can be available. In Matthew chapter 4, Jesus being tempted by the devil took him to the pinnacle to show him the glory of the whole world, the prosperity, the wealth, the money of the whole world. He showed him. And he said, Jesus, bow down and worship me. And what did he say for that?
Again the devil taketh him up unto an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of this world and the glory of them.
Underline. He showed him the kingdom, the geography, and the glory
Of them.
the wealth, the money involved in the earth. He showed him all. What did he say?
And said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
It means wealth means glory. The third thing. So you say, get ready. As you keep on practicing God's presence, you cannot be poor. No, you can't. Peter was poor before Jesus' presence came. He suffered throughout the whole night. He could not catch one fish. But when Jesus became present with him, he didn't give him fish. No. He only told him where to get the fish. God does not put money in your pocket like that. He tells you what to do to make money. Put it there. And he became prosperous. So wealth comes when you practice God's consciousness. Idea that will prosper you is whispered into your ear. Businesses you can do that gives you money more than salary is whispered into your ear. And you can only hear whisper in closeness, in nearness, in proximity. You only hear those whispers when you are close. So all you need to do is to stay close to God, and you will hear the whisper that will bring prosperity to your life. The third definition of glory is character, your behavior, your mannerism. The Bible said in the Exodus 33, Moses said, show me your glory. I want to experience your glory. I want to know what your glory is. And he said, okay, now, look at how to experience it. Stay by me, stay by me. If you stay by me, you will encounter glory. So when you walk with God, that's what the songwriter said. When we walk with the Lord in the light of his word, when you walk with God, glory is poured out on you. Glory, stay by me, and you will see my glory, my character, my holiness. You can't stay with God and commit sin. When you are in God's presence, your character is harmonized with his character. You begin to be like God. So don't try to be holy. Try to be in his presence. Don't try to be holy. No, you can't be holy. Just try to be in his presence. His presence controls your character. His presence reorganizes your conduct. If you practice his presence, there are things you will say that you won't say. Things you would have done that you won't do. Where you would have gone, you won't go if you know that God is with you. Put your hand together, somebody here.